Welcome back, as always, Goku-san DBZ, and welcome back for a special PS5 edition of video game news. So with that said, covering a few topics, exclusively PS5 only. First up, top 10 right now, in my opinion, 10 of the absolute must-play if you have PS Plus Extra Premium to get the classic games. This is 10 classics I highly recommend checking out if you have the opportunity. And yes, you can play this on both PS4 and PS5, these games. So just know that. But the 10 games choice recommendations, if you haven't played, I recommend checking out. First up, if you're more into first-person shooters, first recommendation is Red Faction. It's a PS2 classic first-person shooter. Also, then, next at 9 is a great RPG from the PS2 era, and that being Rogue Galaxy, which is actually a solid, somewhat underappreciated gem in my opinion. Also, coming at 8 is a PS1 classic platformer puzzle, and that being Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, an all-time classic. At 7 is the PS1 classic Resident Evil Director's Cut. And yes, you can play the original classic Resident Evil on PS4 and 5. So, if you, like me, grew up with the original, this is definitely some cool opportunity to replay. Coming in at 6, if you want more action-based game, here's a great third-person shooter game I highly recommend. Siphon Filter 2, all-time classic from the PS1 era. At number 5, we're going back to another PS2 era survival horror game, and this is definitely a good one, and I think criminally underrated, Siren, which is a very unique gameplay aspect to it compared to many other games of the same time period. Coming in at number 4 is technically between two games, PS1 RPG classics. Both games I recommend for 4th place, and that being Dark Cloud 1 and 2. Both great games, each with their own unique art style, as the first game was more traditional 3D, and the second game went with more of a cel-shaded art style, which actually I think paid off. Coming in at number 3, a great classic action game from the Star Wars universe. My recommendation for 3rd place is Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which you get to play as Jango Fett. Next, coming in at number 2, is definitely a classic action platformer that I highly recommend if you, like me, grew up with Pixar and stuff. This is definitely a good one. In 2nd place, as far as I'm concerned, is Toy Story 2. Great game. Never play it. Get a chance to play it. Number 1 needs no introduction. Number 1 is a classic PS1 era fighting game, and that being, of course, Tekken 2. In my opinion, is definitely one to take advantage of replaying. Now, here are the PS Plus games, of course, for the month of November. First up, you have Neo 2, which is a great action game. Has difficulty spikes and everything like Dark Souls, but unlike the first, it definitely went more heavy into the fantasy aspect and magic systems and everything, and that is where I think Neo 2 excels. Also, the others are Lego Harry Potter Collection, which are good. They are a few of the only Lego games I have personally ever played, and I will say, as a fan of the Harry Potter movies and stuff, this is definitely a great game, or if you have kids or something, here's a good family-friendly game for them to play. The last of them is Heavenly Bodies, which is a indie game that takes place in outer space. Definitely interesting looking, to say the least. Next up is 5 great games if you have PS Plus, like Extra Premium. These are 5 games I recommend checking out that you can use and get free trials of, which I believe is up to like 4 hours. You can play up the game for free. These are the 5 games I recommend the most right now of free trials. First up, Dying Light 2. 4 is Horizon Forbidden West. 3, Soul Hackers 2, which of course takes place in the same universe as like Shin Megami Tensei and Persona. So if you're a fan of Atlas games, you may want to check it out. Coming in at number 2, a very unique and interesting indie game called Roller Drone, which is definitely one of the ones I'm going to be taking advantage of the free trial of. Definitely Roller Drone is on the top for me. But number 1, I recommend, and is probably the first free trial I'm personally going to be taking advantage of, is free trial for DNF Duel. So for any of you Arc System Works fans out there, this is something you may want to take advantage of the free trial of. Next up, a couple of deals going on right now. Now, all these deals are games that do definitely all available on PS4 or PS5, but also on PS4 for the most part. First up of recommendations is Subnautica Below Zero, the sequel to Subnautica, for $13.49. Tales of Arise, if you're into the Tales series, this is something to check out. It's on sale for $23.99. Also, Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater is on sale for $29.99. Great game. I recommend taking advantage of it. Also, Salt and Sacrifice, the new game in the Salt series, of course, which is a 2D basically version of Dark Souls. But it is on sale for $12.99. Definitely a great deal, and the fact it's still a new game. Also, if you're into Dark Souls style games but want to try some more indie with its own unique flair on the gameplay and everything, here's a great deal, and this is the Digital Deluxe, which includes the expansion pass as well. Mortal Shell, which is a game I have been recommending for a while now. I recommend for anyone to play. Mortal Shell, it is $10.49, and that includes all the DLC content. Next, if you're a big fan of classic survival horror, here's a game to take advantage of. It's on sale for $10.99, and that is Tormented Souls, which is very much a love letter to the classic old school Resident Evil games, more specifically. Also, of great games, you have Metal Slug XX, which is a collection of classic Metal Slug games, which personally I like more than Contra. But it's on sale for $5.99. Also, a great action platformer game. If you get a chance, play it, and that is The Pathless, which is on sale for $19.99. And yet, this includes both PS4 and PS5. Next up is one I'm actually probably going to be picking up, maybe myself. Salt and Sanctuary, the original of the Salt series, as I'm calling it. It is on sale for $3.59, so yeah, I'm personally tempted to pick that up myself. Also, of things, the Mega Man Legacy Collection, which includes both 1 and 2 together, is only $11.99, $12, and you're getting 10 Mega Man games, more than worth the price. Also, the Medium Digital Deluxe Edition is on sale for $30.79, but keep in mind you can also play that on Game Pass or on PlayStation Plus Premium. So there's that to think about. Last but not least, I want to mention one that I personally did pick up. It's a great game. Artistically, it does have similarities to The Pathless, but also it gives me some certain elements in the game kind of harken back and remind me just a tad of Gravity Rush, which is a good thing. Only just started it like a couple of days ago, and so far I've been having a blast. I've been loving the game so far. The game is called Solar Ash. It is on sale for $25.99. I definitely highly recommend it. Normally, I believe it's like $39.99 if I remember correctly. But I took advantage, picked it up myself, and it is a great game. Now, last but not least, are So far, I have played at least a little bit here and there, or beat so far 5 games on PS5, and these are, in my opinion, where I rank least favorite to favorite so far. In fifth place is the game Ever Forward. Though I did do a quick review, I have dropped it a little for me. I would probably give it, on my old scoring system, probably like a 6 out of 10. Still, it's okay. Also, I would have to put in fourth place Returnal. I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. I haven't liked it as much as I was hoping to like it so far. I've only put a few hours so far into the game, keep in mind. But it's not hooking me like other people. I know that I play it. In third place, I would probably give like a 7.52, which is a preloaded game. It's surprisingly good if you like platformers. Astro's Playroom is actually legitimately pretty enjoyable. For me, coming in at number 2 as of right now, though I still have a lot left to do, play of it. For right now, I have in at second place Solar Ash. Um, right now, as of the moment, I would probably give Solar Ash about an 8.5 out of 10. It may actually go up though. Coming at number 1 right now, my personal favorite, which I would probably give like a 9 out of 10 to. It is arguably right now probably my second favorite game of the year, and that is Ghostwire Tokyo. It was the first game I started playing, still playing it because there's a lot of side missions and everything. So yeah, it's gonna end up being quite a long playthrough. But with that said, right now I'm trying to finish up Solar Ash first. But with that said, I'll see y'all next time, same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. If you're curious about the music, it's True Love we're making from Capcom vs. SNK 2. With that said, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Stay safe out there.